All right, guys, we are loaded up, ready for a travel day. We've spent the last, I believe, 9 days in New Brunswick, the first province you come to after crossing in Maine.
We encourage you to check out our series and playlist on our travels through the Atlantic provinces of Canada.
We're heading to Nova Scotia, where we got a little over 2 weeks there. I'm looking forward to it. Lynn, any thoughts?
It's going to be a really short travel day, only about an hour and a half. We love short travel days. If you're retired and can do it, it's definitely the way to go. We're staying at a Harvest Host tonight. Restaurant pub, I believe it is. And just moving on with our tour of the area.
We made it to Five Islands Provincial Park in Nova Scotia. A great campground, full service, and we're ready to go check out the rest of the park.
So we're at our very first provincial park. We are in Nova Scotia.
Yep, made it in Nova Scotia today.
Yes,
or yesterday,
actually
I guess.
yesterday, yeah. Spent the night last night at a Harvest Host, had a really good dinner, and moved on to this park this morning. We are located, our park is called the Five Island Provincial Park.
Five Islands, yeah.
Yes, islands. And this is where there are the highest and lowest tides in the entire world. The tides actually go 42 feet.
I think here, somewhere near here is 50.
Oh, wow.
Which makes it, this Fundy Bay, which we were on the other side in New Brunswick, we saw tides of 40 something feet, but they say here at the where Fundy Bay begins, it can go as high as 50 feet. Now, Providence Park is kind of like in the States, a state park. So each province will have their own parks. And of course, the nation of Canada has national parks. So this is a
kind of like a state park.
Yeah, kind of like a state park.
And back in the States.
Yes.
But they call them provincial parks.
Yes.
And we're going to explore around a little bit. We won't get to go all the way down today because we've got here too late. And if the tide comes in, you'll be cut off from the mainland, and your only way out will be swimming, according to the lady at the front desk.
Yep.
Because the tide goes straight up.
Always check your tides. You can go.
You can get in trouble.
2 hours before and 2 hours after the tide, and you're good.
Let's explore.
And with this provincial park being called Five Islands, we're looking for the Five Islands. We just saw a sign that says, if you walk to the islands and the tide comes back in, you'll have to stay on the islands, and they're uninhabited islands overnight or till the next low tide.
And would you believe we made it here July 1st, so it is the Canadian holiday.
Yeah, Canada Day.
Canada Day, just in time. We don't think we're close enough to anything to actually see a celebration, so I guess we'll have to have our own.
Yep. July the 1st is, I think, when they celebrate becoming a nation. Where in the States, July the 4th, we celebrate becoming a nation or gaining our independence.
And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one.
So I will say, be sure you wear good shoes when you take this path over here, because it is lots of big rocks and tripping hazards. So we're a little closer, and I wanted to show you shark fin up close. You can see the water line and see exactly how far it goes. And so you know that when it's high tide, we're going to come back and get more video. So, but it won't be from down here, because this is going to be underwater then, way over our heads.
Today we're out exploring Five Islands Lighthouse Park. It's a park real close to Five Islands Provincial Park, which where we're staying, where we're camping. So we want to go out and explore. It's pretty neat. It was built in 1914 and was a little bit farther down the coast at Sand Island, but the Coast Guard sold it to the county, and in 2008 they moved it. It was at Sand Island, but in 2008 they moved it here and created Five Island Lighthouse Park.
If you look behind me, you'll see Five Islands. This is where Five Island Provincial Park gets its name. There are 5 islands over here, and I'm going to tell you a little history about them. This first one over here, the largest of the islands, is called Moose Island, and it is the only one that was ever actually lived on. And they said a Scottish farmer lived here, and the rumor is that he was murdered by his own family and that his spirit still haunts the island. Didn't hear anything about anybody living on it today. The next one over is Diamond Island. Diamond Island has, you can't really even visit it. It's got really high cliffs that come up, so it makes it impossible to actually get on the island unless you're like airdropped or helicopter dropped, or unless you're a really good rock climber, which we aren't, so we're not going to go there.
And they said that, what, very few people have ever visited?
Yeah, very few people have ever actually visited Diamond Island because you can't get on it. It's inaccessible, even though you could get there by water. The next island, the one over here that you see with a big dip in the end, that's called Long Island. Long Island is a privately owned island, and it actually has a house, a visitor's house, and I don't know what else. They said you can actually go over there and spend the weekend or the week or whatever, get towed over there, I guess. But that's pretty cool to spend time on an island. Now the next one over here, the small one that you see, is Egg Island. Egg Island is very much like Diamond Island, and it's inaccessible because of its high cliffs, although they're not as high on Egg Island, and you can't really see them good from here, but they said you can't physically get on it. It's a great place, and there are a lot of birds there, according to what I read. And then the very last one is Pinnacle Island. Pinnacle Island is a privately owned island as well, but no one actually lives there. Now, I want to go back down this way to Long Island. If you see the big dip in Long Island there on the end, in 2015, part of it just gave way and collapsed. I guess they lost really valuable real estate. It's pretty cool.
This heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I? Okay, this is Fundy Bay, and it is low tide. So Medina and Maggie and I are out here walking. We're
We're pretty far out, but not as far as we can go. If you see the lines up there, you can see how far. Yesterday we walked right along the cliffs up that way. Today we're out here. That's Shark Rock that we told you about yesterday. We walked over to it, and now it's completely out of the water. Medina's wearing shoes.
Hey, that's a boat trying to get out of
A
the
boat.
mud. See?
They may have to wait for the tide to come in. I'm going barefoot,
Oh, thank you.
carrying my shoes. The only thing is I decided to wear white shorts. How smart was that?
Hide away forever. Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight?
Look at there.
Yeah. It's definitely coming in. That rock right there was not in water. We gotta get out of here.
That rock right there was not in water.
So we made it to the edge, but we think we gotta hightail it out of here. If you notice, the wave is coming in, and it's coming in, the tide's coming in actually, and it's coming in really fast. So we gotta get back to safer ground.
Yeah, you never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop. Yeah. You never lose an argument.
So Shark Fin Island, if you remember, we walked on and around the base of it. We walked up to those cliffs over here, and now it's most of the island is underwater, and of course we can't walk on it. The little spot next to it, somewhere around there, was you probably won't be able to see it too much longer, but there was a rock there. Of course, here's 3 of the 5 islands that we're at: Moose Island, Long Island, and Diamond Island. We can't see Egg Island and Pinnacle Island from here, but they're just right around the corner, basically in a straight line, but at this angle we cannot see it.
I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop. Yeah. I always knew that this would happen.
That boat is where Medina and Lynn were walking earlier today.
Yeah, you would find a new distraction. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Can we let go of tomorrow? Yeah, you never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left.
I'm not saying Tommy's a crybaby, but that was funny, Tommy.
Okay, yeah.
Are you a crybaby?
No, I'm not a crybaby.
Come on, let me
I'm
see.
a big
Let me see your
girl.
best. Let me see.
I'm a big girl. I put on my big girl pants.
Come on, Medina, one time.
I can't whine like him.
Nobody can whine like
I've heard you before.
Hey guys, if you've enjoyed this video, take a quick minute and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Not only does it let YouTube know that you guys want us to keep producing videos, but it encourages us to keep it up. Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV, America.